Walking. Why should we do it? Why do we do it? What does it do for us? What is it about walking that makes it so good for us? Or does it? Well, yeah, it actually does. Maybe you don't like going to the gym. Maybe you really don't like exercising at all. And maybe your lifestyle is such that it's kind of sedentary. Walking gets you up and moving. And folks, I say it in almost every video that I do, your body was made to move. So if nothing else, get up and walk because it's really good for you and it does a lot of good things for your body. Now, before I get into some of the specific benefits of why you should walk and what walking does do for your body, I want you to check out that pinned comment below, because if you are really interested in doing as much as possible for your health, that is a free report that I'd really like to send you right now. If you click on that pinned comment and enter your email, I'm going to send you a free report on 5 things that you can do to boost your immune system. So please check that out. It's just another tool in your toolbox for living an ultimate healthy lifestyle. So walking, well, what did I put in my notes today? Lots. Okay, walking really is a great way to maintain your overall health with very little investment. Really, I will say you need good shoes, okay, because we want to keep all of our joints healthy and safe. So really good walking shoes are important. But outside of that, walking is free. It doesn't cost you anything to get up, go outside and walk. And depending where you live, you might be sitting there going, well, I live in a really cold climate. It's the middle of winter or it's too hot in the summer. Well, I lived in very northern Canada for like 16 years where the weather, well, it didn't matter because I went out and walked anyways, but the weather a lot of times was just too gross. It just wasn't good for going outside and walking. But how many of you have ever been to a mall in your local area and you've seen groups of people just walking? And a lot of times they're more senior age, but they're out walking. These are walking clubs. So you can join a walking club and you can go with a group, you can go to the mall, maybe your indoor rec center has a walking track. A lot of communities now are including walking tracks. So there's a lot of things you can do to get yourself walking with almost no excuses, no justifications, justifications. Clearly, if you're hurt or, for some reason you are unable to walk, that's different. But if there's nothing wrong physically with you, then get up and move because it's really good for your body. So specifically, let's talk about what walking can do. Just 30 minutes a day. Walking can help to increase your cardiovascular fitness, which is super important. It helps strengthen your bones because it is a weight-bearing exercise. When you're walking, you're carrying your own body weight. So what's your body weight? You're moving that around. That's good exercise. That's really good strength building. It helps to reduce excess body fat. Remember, walking increases metabolism, so it helps to burn fat, and it helps boost muscle power and endurance. It can also help reduce your risk of developing conditions such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, and even some types of cancer. So just overall, it's a really simple, easy, free, impactful exercise that anybody can do to help promote a much healthier state of being. Now, the other great thing about walking is it really doesn't require any special equipment. However, have you ever seen anybody walking with, they look like the ski poles? I think they call it Nordic walking. There's a couple reasons why I think that's a really cool idea. A lot of times if I see someone more senior using them, I wonder if is it a balance thing, because those can help keep you more balanced. They offer a little bit more support. But also, they force you to add a little bit more movement to your walking. So you're kind of getting a little bit more of a workout. So think of it, if you just walk with your arms straight, you're still getting exercise. Now if you add in that momentum of an arm pump action, you're just adding a little bit more intensity to that workout. So you might find that you're breathing a little more huffing and puffing, okay? So that's another option. You don't really need any special equipment. Sometimes it's necessary for balance. Sometimes it's just, you might want to do it just to add more to your workout. The same thing with ankle weights, which you combine, they go around your ankles and they just add more weight to the body weight that you're carrying around. So that increases your workout intensity. So can light dumbbells. I have seen, it actually was only like last weekend, I had to run to the mall to pick up a few things, and the walking club was out there doing their thing, and there was a couple senior ladies and they had their little pink, probably 2.5 pound dumbbells, and they were just pumping their arms and just going for it and talking and laughing and having a really great time. So those are accessories or equipment you can bring into the workout if you choose. Now, that last comment I made about the ladies with their pink dumbbells brings me to another reason why I really think walking is great, and that's for mental health. Walking gets you moving, and moving helps with our cognitive function and just feeling better, okay? When we exercise, our body produces happy chemicals that make us feel better. It also gives you a change of scenery, whether you're inside at the mall, or maybe you're outside walking a trail or around your block. It's a much more social activity. Maybe you're walking with somebody, and maybe that's what you need to do to get yourself motivated and stay accountable to walking much more frequently. You know, pick a couple days a week that you can maybe meet up with a friend, look at your schedules and go, Tuesday at noon is a great time, or maybe Thursdays after dinner. And just 30 minutes of walking gives you not only that exercise, it gives you some connection with another person, it provides some interaction, and mentally it's going to do a lot for your mood and how you feel. What was the study I saw? Okay, so this is from 2007. And this was a study of inactive women. I don't have the number of women, but I think it was around 50, somewhere around the 1,500 mark. So inactive women found that even a low level exercise, so this was 75 minutes a week, which, is not a whole lot. That's not a huge time commitment. 75 minutes a week. And what they found was that it improved their fitness levels significantly when compared to non-exercising groups. So 75 minutes a week. We all have 75 minutes a week. We do. You have to make it a priority. All right, some of the other benefits of walking include increased cardiovascular and pulmonary fitness, reduced risk of heart disease and stroke, improved management of conditions such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, joint and muscular pain, stiffness, and diabetes. It helps to build stronger bones and improve your balance. It helps increase muscle strength and your endurance, and it can reduce body fat. So, how do we get started? Start with 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day, or at a time, we'll say at a time. Not everybody has 30 minutes every day, although I don't think 30 minutes each day is a lot to commit to investing in your better health. But 30 minutes. And it's not a race. You're not training for the Olympics, but you do want to keep it brisk. So I want to make a very clear difference between a stroll and a walk, okay? If you're just out strolling, that's fine, that's lovely, that can be your stress reducing activity for the day. It just kind of helps you kind of get your head back and just get rid of all the chaos of the day. But intentionally walking for better health, 30 minutes, and keep it brisk. So if you are walking with somebody, you should still be able to keep up a light conversation, but you should find that at least coming up on 7 to 10 minutes in that walk, that it's not that it's difficult to talk, but you're breathing a little heavier and you're having to work a little harder to maintain the conversation. And maybe there's more pauses and breaks in the conversation because now your body's requiring more oxygen just to keep going. That's brisk. That's brisk. You don't have to run, you don't have to sprint, you don't even have to jog. But I am going to ask you to bump it up from a stroll to a brisk walk to actually do some intentional walking for your health. Now, moderate activities, what do I have here? Back to my notes. Moderate activities, okay. Yes. Really, there's not, and I did look because I wanted to make sure if there was something out there, I did want to find it so I could talk about it. But there's very little, if any, negative side effects associated with walking. Now, it doesn't mean that people don't get hurt walking. But a lot of times, the studies or what I was able to find, what I did find that connects someone walking with an injury has to do with a few things. They were probably in a very different altered state. So their balance was off, their perception, their depth perception was off, and they missed a step or they tripped and fell, okay? Another thing is really poor walking shoes. So maybe the sole's coming off, and I've done that. I've been guilty of that too, walking and I trip because the sole's coming off my shoe and I'm too cheap to go buy a new pair. So you want to make sure you do have good walking shoes that are at least in one piece. If you do have issues or you find that you're challenged by proprioception and balance, you probably want to keep your walks to somewhere maybe that in a controlled environment. That could be a treadmill. So you have handles or armrests that you can hang on to. Walking, a lot of the indoor walking tracks do have, like if you're on the inside of the track, there's a bar you can hang on to. The Nordic walking poles can also help. So if balance is a problem, you do want to take measures to support yourself when you're walking to avoid tripping and or falling. If you're on certain medications that can, cause you to feel a little foggy-headed, a little dizzy, a little unbalanced, you might want to either not walk until some of those side effects have subsided, or maybe talk to your doctor what other options there are for you that might have a little less of a side effect, so that you can include more walking or just start walking daily or 3 to 4 times a week. So those are the things that we can connect to possible injuries, okay? But other than that, people that just have good shoes and they get up and they start moving and walking, there's really not a whole lot of bad things that happen to them, okay? What else did I want to mention? Talking, yes, you obviously want to talk to your doctor, especially if you're on medication, if your balance is challenged. Days a week. So I did talk about 30 minutes at a time. Now, how many days a week? Really, that is, what are you going to commit to? What will you be accountable to? And that's where getting a walking buddy can really help you both stay accountable. If you decide, look, we're going to walk Monday, Wednesday, Friday. These are our walking days. We're meeting at noon at the corner and we're going to walk for 30 minutes. Great. And if one of you does not show up, you're going to go to the door and be like, where are you? This is what we made a promise to one another. What else was I going to say about that? So start with, if you are very sedentary, if you've had an injury, if you've been ill, if there's anything that has been happening in your life that has prevented you from moving for a period of time, and you might have a little less cardio fitness, your muscles might be a lot tighter, a lot more sore, start with 30 minutes, maybe 2 to 3 times a week. Start with that. Do that for 2 to 3 weeks and notice how much better you feel. And I would be willing to bet that before that 3-week time period is up, or that kind of measuring stick is up, you might already be including a 4th and or a 5th day into your walking lifestyle. So 30 minutes, start with 3 days a week if you can, and work up from there. Because if you can get to where you're walking 30 minutes a day, I guarantee you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to not only see improvements in your body, you're going to feel them as well. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click that notification bell and the subscription button so you don't miss any of our great video content. Also, don't forget that pinned comment below. If you really want more tools, more things you can do to help increase your overall health and wellness, click that pinned comment, enter your email, and I'm going to send you 5 ways to boost your immune system right now. I'm Coach Tonya with Criticalbench. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.